Yes, E3 batch. I hope you finish with the introduction part. If you have any doubt, you may please ask. Yes, E3. Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
So, can I ask you a few questions just to get an understanding of whether you
Yes, ma'am.
understood the concept? So, can somebody tell me what is container?
Ma'am, container is like package which contains everything. That is dependencies from OS, front end, back end, all language versions and server, where to deploy and all.
Okay, very good. What is the purpose of creating container? Why do we go with container? What problem it helps to solve? Can anyone? Yes, students.
Ma'am, it is like sometimes when we have to share the source code from uh, one person to another, then it may the other person may be having problem that he may not be having that programming language or environment variable in his PC, or not he must be not be updated to the latest version. So so we use Docker as it passes everything in a container, in a form of container.
Okay. So, can we create multiple environment using containers and run multiple application using containers? Yes. Can different application be run onto the same machine? If any application which is designed in multiple way, like it should be run onto Android or onto iOS or onto Windows or Linux. So will it be able to create same environment, multiple environment on the same machine? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it possible?
I mean, Docker just virtualizes different software, so it, I think.
Okay. So have you gone through the difference between the virtualization and the containerization?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, others also have to answer, not only one student. Yes, any other student now have to speak about VM versus Docker containers. What is the difference? Yes, any other student from E3 batch?
VM is faster than the Docker. It uses less. It uses the less space. Docker uses the less space than VM.
Okay.
Mm,
Any other difference that anyone would like to add?
Ma'am, Docker containers are very lightweight in KBs or MBs, while the virtual machines are in GBs.
Okay, very good. Any other difference that you have understood?
VM take long time to create, and like containers take very less time.
Okay. So have you gone through this discussion where we talk about whether, virtualization basically meant to virtualize the physical hardware and containers are used to virtualize the user space, or you can say the operating systems. Okay. So I hope you have understood all the differences in between the Docker containers and the virtual machines, and there is a need to create the containers and what advantage that it gives. So now we will quickly move on to the installation, and I hope you have also gone through the Docker architecture and its component. So today also we will going to create, a Docker environment where we will run all these commands, create the images, run the containers, and store it onto our registries. Okay. So First of all, to install, you have to update your system, and you have to ensure that curl is installed onto your system. So if it is not installed, you can just go ahead and install curl onto your system by writing this command sudo apt install curl. Okay, if you had any previous version of Docker installed onto your system, that also need to be removed. So first of all, Docker is available into different type of an operating systems for which we can download. So we can first check what kind of operating system we have. So it supports for Ubuntu this 3 flavors or 3 versions. So we can just find out which version or which flavors of Ubuntu we have onto our system using this command, and you can get the appropriate script. So I'm assuming that everybody of us are on Ubuntu Bionic, and if it is not, then you can just try out finding the right version. So there are basically multiple ways of installing Dockers. So we sometimes, set up the Docker engine using the Docker repository, just like, we install any other images onto our system. The same way we can take the Docker image from the repository. Then we can also, download the DEV package, or we can make use of some convenience script. So what are we going to do? We're going to make use of this convenience script, which helps us to install the Docker. So this script basically has got all the instructions written in it for the installation of Docker. So we will going to download that script from this URL, and we will going to run it. So if you have ready, or if you have configured your Ubuntu OS, then you can just go and find out your OS version and all, and assuming that all are on to the same OS version, you can just go and write this command to first download the script. So this will look something like this. So before we download, you just examine what is the current location, or also what are the current files you have. Then go ahead with this curl command and download this script, and then run that script. And once the script get executed, then you will going to find the Docker version which is getting installed. Whether you have to just verify whether it has got installed or not. So first do this 3 step, which will help you in installing the Docker. So update your system, and if the curl is not installed, then install curl onto your system, and after downloading this script file, you run the script file. Okay, so just do this step and let me know if everything is going fine. Meanwhile, I will also, okay, let me share the lab manual at the end, so that, if any changes are required to be done, so I would do it. So only 2 commands with which you can, install using the convenience script Docker onto your system. Okay, so I hope you all are installing it, or have you already installed? Just give me confirmation. Yes, students.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the
Updating the system.
steps?
Okay, so what we have to do is we just have to repeat this command. Okay, the command says curl -f ssl https this complete URL -o, and that is the name of script get docker. Okay, so I'm just rerunning the same command, which will not going to create any effect. Okay, why did I did it before you joined? Because I thought this script may take time to get execute. So that is why I started running this script. So after the script has been downloaded, you can just check by doing ls, okay, whether the script has been downloaded or not into your current repository directory, and then go ahead running the script with the shell, because it's a shell script, right? So we know how to run the shell script. So we just write sh and then the file name.sh. So what is the name of this file? That is get-docker. Okay, so this 2 steps. So if curl is not installed, suppose onto your system, then you have to, if you're getting error after curl command, then install the curl first. Okay, so apt install curl. So make sure that curl is there onto your system. If it is not there, you just install it and then go ahead with running the script. Okay, so here is the command to install the curl. Okay, and here is the command to use the curl to get the script, and here is the command to run the script. So you can follow from here to here this step. Okay, and once you have your Docker has been installed, you just check its version by writing docker --version. So if you get the version printed onto your screen, it indicates that Docker is installed. Okay.
Ma'am, can you send this PDF in the chat box, please?
Okay. Student, I would send, but what will happen now? You would start copying and pasting the command with which you will not be able to write it, because I want to first make yourself used to it. Later on, of course, I would going to share. Because अगर अभी मैंने share किया ना, तो I know it is just an execution of command ना. You will just copy and just paste, copy and paste, but you will not get into the actual command line. So वो मुझे नहीं चाहिए. मुझे चाहिए कि आप पहले at least for the first time when you are doing, you do it. Okay. Later on कैसा है, आपको थोड़ा सा used to आप हो जाओगे, तो उसके बाद आप ये manual को as it is use कर सकते हो. चलेगा नमा?
Yes ma'am, चलेगा.
ठीक है. आइडिया वही था कि शेयर करूं, बट मैंने भी अभी सोचा कि नहीं, शेयर करने से आपका प्रैक्टिस नहीं होगा.
हम
तो
विंडोज पे कर सकते हैं.
क्या बोल रहे हो?
विंडोज पे कर सकते हैं.
विंडोज पे कर सकते हो. फिर उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा?
मैम मेरे में ऑलरेडी है.
हाँ तो चलेगा, नो प्रॉब्लम. आप विंडो का बाइनरी डाउनलोड कर लो और उसको रन करो, तो वो भी चलेगा. नो इश्यूज. ओके. बट ठीक है, थोड़ा मैं चाहती थी कि अगर आप लिनक्स पे करोगे ना, तो हमें थोड़ा वेब एप्लीकेशन क्रिएट करने में इजी हो जाएगा. मतलब यहाँ पे हम फटाफट अपाचे, एनजिनिक्स, टॉमकैट जो भी है, मतलब यहाँ पे जल्दी जल्दी हम करके ट्राई आउट कर सकते हैं. आपको पता है कि अभी हमने टॉमकैट का एक्सपेरिमेंट किया, तो उसमें कितने स्टेप्स है बीच में, तो वो थोड़ा हमारा कट डाउन हो सकता है यहाँ पे. So once your Docker is installed, you just have to go and check and I hope, as I put in the message yesterday, that you have to create one account onto Docker Hub. So I'm assuming that every one of you had created it, just like how you have done for GitHub. So just let me know once the installation is done, because 5 minutes के ऊपर टाइम नहीं गया वो स्क्रिप्ट को रन करने में, I mean डाउनलोड होके रन होने में, तो इजीली हो जाता है. You won't face any problem.
Ma'am, after sudo apt install docker, install curl, after that which command you have to run?
This command only. So this part is command prompt basically, and this command from here onwards you can see after prompt all are command. So curl minus fssl and this URL. Okay, what I'll do, at least this part I will put in the chat. You can just copy. ये चलेगा इतना, क्योंकि ये तो सिर्फ इंस्टॉलेशन के लिए है. बट डॉकर का हम लोग कमांड क्या करेंगे, टाइप करके करेंगे. ठीक है, मैं ये दोनों कमांड जो है यहाँ पे आपको सेंड कर रही हूँ. गेट डॉकर sh, गेट डॉकर डॉट sh. ठीक है, ये आप ट्राई कर लो. Only with this two command, I mean after executing this shell script, downloading this script and running the script, will install Docker for us.
Installed, ma'am.
हो गया? वर्जन आ गया आपको? What is the version
Yes,
on
ma'am.
your system?
20.10.8.
Okay, what about others?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, it is
20.10.7.
Okay, but you
ma'am,
have
it is showing can't open get docker.sh.
मैंने नाम सही लिखा है क्या? एक मिनट, जस्ट लेट मी वेरीफाई. get -docker.sh. हाँ, करेक्ट ही है. Are you in a C? Just first of all, make yourself super user. Okay, and then run the script. sudo su करके super user आपको account में जाना है. I mean you have to become a admin of your system and then only perform all these kind of operations, because here Docker is also like kind of a service, you can say. So those who had installed can first write the command as docker images to find what are the system or what are the images that you have in your system. Okay. And tell me whether what you see there.
Ma'am, I've got a hello world image.
Hello world image. Okay. What about other?
हेलो मैम।
Yes.
मैम एक्चुअली मुझे कुछ मैसेज नहीं आ रहा है वो कमांड रन करने के बाद।
कौन
गेट
सा?
गेट गेट डॉट डॉकर वाला वो एड्रेस है ना, वो कर्ल
ऐसे
SSL
कुछ
वाला।
स्क्रिप्ट स्टार्ट हुआ नहीं है एग्जीक्यूटिंग डॉकर इंस्टॉल?
नहीं स्टार्ट ही नहीं हो रहा है।
Means are you on to the next command prompt or it has got stuck?
नहीं मतलब वो नेक्स्ट लाइन पे आ रहा है, बस कुछ मैसेज या वो इंस्टॉलेशन प्रिंट नहीं हो रहा है स्टेप्स।
मतलब नेक्स्ट कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट आ रहा है क्या?
हाँ मैं आपको स्क्रीनशॉट सेंड करूँ चैट
हाँ,
में?
और ये भी देखो डॉकर वर्जन करके भी पहले चेक करो, तब भी नहीं आया तो मुझे स्क्रीनशॉट भेजो इसका sh का। ऐसे ही लिखा है ना कमांड, sh स्पेस गेट हाइफन डॉकर डॉट sh, क्योंकि सबके सिस्टम में यही फाइल नेम क्रिएट होगा।
मैम उसके पहले वाला कमांड ही रन नहीं हो रहा है, वो कर्ल वाला।
कर्ल कमांड से सिर्फ फाइल डाउनलोड होगा और
हाँ
डाउनलोड
वो
होके
कुछ नहीं हो रहा है।
ठीक है, स्क्रीनशॉट सेंड करो, देखते हैं।
मैम मैं 1 मिनट ट्राई करता हूँ।
कमांड ध्यान से लिखो। मैंने
Image is showing
what
Docker image command is showing permission denied.
become super user first, sudo su. All of you should get the super user access first and then go ahead with all the commands that we are going to see.
Hello.
Yes.
Bol.
Any other problem, students, in installation?
Ma'am, after running sh
हाँ मेरा भी खाली है।
sh get docker, we it take time, right?
हाँ, when you run the script ना, it takes little time, but ज़्यादा भी नहीं लेगा टाइम, हो जाता है, थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा लेकिन कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट आने में।
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we will wait for some time so that others can.
Ma'am, now it started getting executed.
Okay, your script.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll clear everything from here. Should I clear the screen, student? As I assume now you have copied the command that is to be executed, this two command, curl and sh. At least see to it that you're writing proper command. I'm also sending this in the chat box. If anybody is not writing this spelling of file properly, please check. Acha, already I had put, but once again you can check. Okay, so those who have got it installed, you can type a command docker ps to check if there are any containers running in your system. So if it just displays this column names or basically the headers, so it indicates that there are no containers running in the system. Okay. Shall I wait or continue, student? Yes.
Ma'am, after installation, we have to run the command for images, like you said last.
Docker images. I'm writing those command here. Or otherwise, students, is it fine if I today complete the demonstration and later on if you do it? For those who have got their installation done, they can do it parallelly. Okay. And for those, if you're finding any problem, then you can also do it later after going through the recording. What do you say? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
first get an understanding because it is very simple. आपको Linux आता है तो Docker आने में कोई problem नहीं होगा. तो manual भी है हमारे पास, तो मैं भी manual को follow करके जाऊंगी so that I will also get an understanding whether I'm missing anything into my lab manual or not. ठीक है? तो अभी हम क्या करेंगे? Assuming that we have installed a Docker onto our system, okay? We ran few command here to see what are the containers and what are the images that we have onto our system. So these are all my downloaded images, okay, which I had pulled from the official repository, that is this URL. So wherein you had to, create your account. So you have to go to this Docker public repository and you may create an account here. If you have not done so far, you may at least do it right now, okay. So what you would see this Docker Hub as similar to your GitHub, but here you may find the official images which are available and which you can directly use. Okay, so for example, if I want to install Ubuntu on my system, so I may type Ubuntu and I will get to see the official image of Ubuntu available here. Okay, and its description and the number of time and everything it has been, if you might have noticed, the number of time it might have been downloaded and the stars and all, and how to pull this image onto my system. So here is a command given, just like we get a support for cloning the repository or downloading it. The same way Docker provides this command with which we can download any official image onto our system. Okay, so when you look at this section, you would find the supported tags which indicate the different tags associated to this image, using which you can download the specific version of the image. So if I want to download any specific version, I would going to write docker pull ubuntu : then suppose I want to write want to download 20.04, so I would do that. So we will see it soon, but this is the place where we can get all the official images. So one image that we're going to try out for us to just get a confidence, which immediately print something onto our screen, that is a Docker Welse image. So this basically a command which is used to run images, docker run, and the repository name is Docker. Okay, the account which is associated is Docker, and the name of image is Welse image. And you have to write this, you have to execute this by passing this parameter. So Welse, Cause, and some name that you have to print. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this everything on my terminal. Okay, and if you see, you had observed that I already have this image with me. Okay, so how to first get the image? So let me first go to this, Welse image. Okay. Okay, so you find it here. And how to get this image? So as I said, we have this command. So you can just click or copy this command and you can type it onto your terminal or paste it. So this will first going to, download the image, and while downloading it, what it looks for, it looks for the latest image tag. Okay, and it also tries to see if the image is already, downloaded onto our local repository or not. So when it tries to pull, it sees that, the image already exists. So this image also has got various, software layers in it. So what is image? Image is nothing but just layers of software stacks. So basically it has everything in it. Why? Because I have downloaded. But when you start downloading it for the first time, so you may get onto your screen something like this. Okay. So image is getting, extracted, it is pulling, it is extracting, and you will see that download complete. And once the image getting downloaded, you can just go with the Docker images and see somewhere the image has been downloaded. So in this screen, you see that we have downloaded or pulled MySQL images. Okay. And once that has been done, it is appearing into this Docker images. Okay. So assuming that my image is already existing here, what I may do now, I may run the image. Okay. Basically going to containerize it. Okay. So I will copy this command here quickly and will paste it here. So what this command is, docker run, docker will say, and cow say, and let us say some name. Okay. Okay, anything that you type here, that would be printed onto your screen. So that is basically what you done. You had, created, first of all, you had pulled the Docker image from an official repository. Then you checked whether the image exists or not with the help of Docker images command. And then next you ran that image, or basically you checked, or basically you executed that application. So this application job is just to print this this whale image here. Okay, so that is job it is doing, and it is also printing the message that we had passed into it as a parameter. So this is one just simple example. Now whatever image or whatever containers which are running onto a system, we can find it with the command docker ps. Okay, so basically just like how we see the running process in Linux, we use ps command. The same way is docker ps. Okay, so but now here you see that there are no containers running, although we run one of the containers, one application here, but it is not showing anything. Why? Because the job of this container, or there are no process currently running inside this container, it has just printed something and it has stopped. Okay, so it is not running like a service process which can be shown here. But if I want to see what are the containers which has been executed so far, so I can go with docker ps -a. So this will going to show me the latest containers appearing first into the list which has been run. So we ran with this. Okay, and the command that we passed was cause student, and about a minute ago, and it has exited about a minute ago. And once you run the container, the docker engine assigns some fancy name to it. So if you want, you can also change it, and you can write a meaningful name, just like here you can see my web app or something like that. Otherwise it may assign some different name to it, with which we are not able to identify what type of an image or container it is. So here the parameter which are of interest to us is this container ID. Okay, because of this, we with which we can create one more image out of this running container. We can stop the running container, we can delete the container. So all those part we will see later, but let us first try to create one of our own image. Okay, and try to run it. So I hope this much part is understood. Yes. Yes, student. Is it understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So always remember, whatever image that you are going to pull from the repository, you're going to check with the command docker images. And once you have pulled the image, you need to run. So while running the image, the command that goes is docker run with the name of image and the parameters, or you can say the commands. Okay. And then next, when you want to check the running containers, so you'll use docker ps, and already ran containers, previously ran containers basically, then you go with the ps -a. So now what is our next step? Okay, next step is you can try out pulling some sample image like Postgres. Okay, so if you wanted to download a Postgres or install or create an environment for Postgres, so you can just likewise write this. So how would you come to know what command or what is the usage of that image? So basically you can come here and you can look for the image name. Okay, so you may find that there are various Postgres available here. So you can go with the one which is having the official image attached to it, the flag official image attached to it. And once you click on to it, so you also get to see the command to be copied and pasted onto your terminal. So with which you can just try downloading the image. So it will going to always look for the image by default, the one which is tagged as latest version. Okay, and then it starts downloading the images like this. Okay, and it shows you also the size of each and every layers. Basically this IDs that you see associated to every layers which are added into this Postgres image. Okay, and once your image has been downloaded, and when you use this command docker images to see, so you get the total size of that image. Okay, so if I now again check whether this image has been downloaded or not, so I can just write the same command and I will find that Postgres has been downloaded with the latest tag, and it has been also assigned one unique hash that is nothing but the image ID. So basically image is a passive entity. So, and your container is an active entity. Okay. So to run or to stop or to, play around with the containers, you go with the container ID. But when you want to play with the image, for example, I want to delete this Postgre image from my system. So I may go with the Docker RMI command, and I may provide any of this, like, the repository name or this ID, image ID. So we can provide some initial numbers or the letters that we see in the ID, and then that would get deleted. So if I again try to look with the command Docker images, so I may see that my image is not found. Okay, so I hope you understood how to get the image, or basically pull the image and remove the image. Am I clear till here? Yes? Yes or no? Any doubt till here? Yes, students, have you understood it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now this is my Docker Hub. Okay, I've created one account here, and you can see so far I have uploaded only 3 images here. One is some Dockerized web app, one is a Dockerized web app that is with the Nginx image, and one is just an Ubuntu image. Okay, so this I have created from the some base image. So what are my base image? So for this I had used a base image as Ubuntu. Okay, so on top of Ubuntu I created some files and I just uploaded it onto my repository. For this, what I did, I used some base image as Ubuntu. Along with that, I use the Apache server and I Dockerize one web application. For this, again, I use one Ubuntu and Nginx. Instead of Apache, I use an Nginx and created an application on top of it. And all my, repositories are public. So if you open this, okay, so for me as a user, if I want to perform any change into this repository, I would again going to make a command called docker push, which we'll see later. So now this image which I have created, it has been tagged with the version as v1, and it is running onto the operating system with the Linux, and this has been pulled 34 minutes ago and pushed also 34 minutes ago. So now how to get this image onto your system? So you may have to write this command, docker pull, then the name of the repository or the account, followed by the name of the image. So for those who have installed Docker, so they may use this image, okay, which I'm putting the command in chat, and see what is happening on your system and let me know. So you download my image, which is a web application, and try to launch that web application and see what is appearing onto your system. Or basically you just first pull the image, okay, and see whether it is appearing into your image list or not. Okay, just like we pulled the Postgre image, okay, and then we saw with the Docker images. So you also have to check whether the image has been pulled or not. That is the thing that you have to do. Don't run it, because we need to see how to run those image, which is a kind of a web application image. So just check whether the image is getting pulled onto your repository and tell me what is its size. Are you getting it, student, what you are supposed to do?
Yes.
Okay, so is it getting started pulling the images? So if you have pulled it successfully, I should see here the numbers. Those who have installed it on their system, they can just pull this image and see whether it is getting. Is it getting? Yes, student, is it getting pulled onto your system?
Ma'am, we need to install Docker for this, right?
So I'm asking for those who had installed. At least there were few students who installed it, right?
Ma'am, it is still
It is
running.
showing cannot connect to the Docker domain. It is a Docker daemon running. Is the Docker daemon running?
Okay, so you have to use this command systemctl docker start. and then you can also check whether it has started or not using status. You just need to replace start with the status. So first run this systemctl docker start.
Ma'am, because we installed Docker right now, we'll not get any images in Docker after running Docker images, right?
After pulling the image, just like how we pull this Postgre wala image, okay? So you should get it inside your Docker images list.
Like before
Ma'am, it
that,
is showing
it is.
Bol.
Yes, go ahead.
No, तो बोल.
Ma'am, it is showing unknown operation Docker when I ran the command systemctl docker start.
Wait. Because just before starting with the lab session, I also find the same kind of problem. So I just did this only. I followed this only or some other link. No, not this link. Basically, I just started a service and it has worked for me. Wait. Okay, put start before, sorry. So systemctl start docker. Okay, not docker start. एक्चुअली हम लोगों को सर्विस कमांड यूज करने का बहुत आदत है, तो सर्विस में क्या होता है कि लास्ट में आता है. ठीक है, गो दिस वे, systemctl start docker.
Ma'am, it is showing error.
Still showing
System
error?
Yes, it is showing that system has not booted with systemd as init system. Can't operate. Failed to connect to bus. Host is down.
I think this is where you are running this inside virtual machine.
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, वर्चुअल मशीन. मुझे लग रहा है एक बार आप ये करो, उसको वापस से स्टार्ट करो. ये कुछ दूसरा टाइप का एरर, इट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू डॉकर का एरर. फर्स्ट वाला जो था वो अंडरस्टूड था कि वो डॉकर रिलेटेड है, एंड एट द सेम टाइम मैं ये लिंक शेयर कर रही हूँ. तो यहाँ पे जितने भी
Ma'am,
सिस्टम
after
हाँ,
like how to check the status?
स्टेटस ऑफ व्हाट?
Like Docker start है कि नहीं?
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे अभी systemctl status.
Okay.
So here you should see active running in green color. तो मतलब यानी कि docker daemon is running. Okay.
Ma'am, it worked for me.
Okay. So I hope you are able to pull any official image from Docker Hub, students, right? Shall we go ahead? बोलते कुछ?
Yes, ma'am. Pulled 3 official images.
Okay. और ये image किसी ने किया है pull? Because if I show you how to run this image, so you would be able to see the web application running onto your system. Has anyone pulled this image? I can see 2 people only have pulled
I'm
here.
trying.
ये तो बहुत सिंपल कमांड है, जस्ट कॉपी करके टर्मिनल में ऐड कर दो.
मैम इसमें एरर आ रहा है.
हाँ, क्या एरर आया बताओ.
एरर रिस्पांस फ्रॉम डेमन मैनिफेस्ट फॉर वो आपका
Same
डायरेक्टरी का
ma'am,
नाम और मैनिफेस्ट
Yes, ma'am. I also.
Ma'am, for that at the end we have to add colon v1. I also face same error.
Okay, so I have associated some tag to it. So append a tag like this. Okay, ये वाला command ले लो, यहाँ से copy करो.
Yes, ma'am. We have to mention the version.
Correct. Very good. Because I had created twice this image, one with the tag and one without tag somewhere. So that is why there's a confusion. But yes, always But actually, if you do not provide a tag also, then also it should work, because by default it goes with the latest tag. But yes, here there are no latest tags. We have the specific tag associated to it. So that's why it may not be able to find. So now I can see you people have started pulling it. and it is there onto your system. You can verify with Docker images. Yes, just verify
Ma'am,
whether.
just 2 minutes. It's getting downloaded.
Okay, okay. So meanwhile, let me go for the command which will going to run this image, with which we can execute this image. So once you have downloaded or pulled the image, go with the Docker images and see whether it is downloaded or not. And then we'll have to execute. So don't execute now until I say Nginx web app. Okay. Is it pulled, student? Can you see it like this inside your list? The name of image appearing with the tag v1 and the ID. Okay. What is the size? Can you just confirm?
163 MB.
All of you getting the same size? 163 MB?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let us execute this application, which is already containerized. So this application you have simply pulled from this official site, which has been created as an image, and now we're going to run it. So now to run this application, since it is a web application, so what command you would going to make use? So you will going to write Docker followed by run -it. -it indicate interactive, means run this application interactively. Okay, so whatever is the output of this command or this execution, we will be able to see on our terminal. Okay, so if we omit this, so it will go run it like a background. Okay, or if suppose this command further has to get some input from user, just like when we write any program, we ask user to give input, right? So we first give some SOP statement, and then user, after reading the statement, enter something. So that kind of an interactively we want to run this application. So we write -it. Okay, and then since this is a web application, so we need to do the port mapping. Okay, so what port mapping we would do? So here you see there are two set of ports which are separated by colon. So the port number which is before colon indicate the port of our local host. Okay, and this is the port number of our Docker containers. Okay, or our Docker host. So basically what happens is this application, since it is containerized, it will run into Docker environment or into Docker host. Okay, so Docker host may have its own IP address, may have its own port number. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to perform the mapping. Okay, so now we have to do the mapping of this containers which is running inside the Docker host port 80. Okay, and we need to associate, or we need to run this onto our client machine where we are running this command. So we can tie, or we can map it with any port like 8080, or we can write 888 or any number. Okay, just like how we did for Tomcat. So this will going to ensure that this application would be running onto our local host or onto our given system, IP system. Okay, if we have the system in connected in LAN. Now next, followed by the name of image. Okay, so what is the name of my image? This is the name of my image. And let me just try whether it works with the same image or whether it downloads it once again. Okay, so there is a latest image, same problem. So I need to append it with the tag v1, and now let us see whether it downloaded now. I hope you had pulled the image with the tag like this, right? Colon v1.
Yes, ma'am. We pulled by
Yes,
colon
ma'am.
v1.
Okay, so now wait and see what it shows in response. You also give a try, students, and see what is happening and at your end.
Ma'am, it has stopped at the same position where it stopped for you.
Okay, okay. We'll wait for some time. If not, then we will try out the other image. This one also we have. So if you can see this message, because it tries to every time, if you do not, while pushing the image, if you do not provide any tag, so it by default tries to locate the latest or find the latest. So if it does not find, then we have to associate it with the given tag. I don't know why it is taking so much of time to get pulled or get run. Acha, basically, in my case, so I have it because I had pushed it from here, but I think I should have pulled it once again, but not an issue. So we should run the image once we had or after pulling the image. Okay, so all the images which has been pulled, you can see them here and choose any one of the image to see how it works or the application how it runs. I'm not able to come out of the container. It is quite like stuck. So let me open a new terminal and check whether it is running. So this way you can also find out whether you have any container running onto your system. So you can see that the container is running. Okay, this Nginx is running onto my system, and since I have not assigned a name to my running container, it has given some fancy name, and it has also established the port connection. Okay, so now how to verify whether this application is running or not? So just let me first try out on my system, and then I will tell you whether I may test it first whether it is running or not. My web browser was open, right? Okay, so I'll type it here, localhost, and we tied it to port 8989. So I get to see my web application running. So you also do the same thing, student. What do? You leave, you leave that terminal, okay, aside, open a new terminal, and just check whether you're getting an instance of this container running onto your system, okay? And you also see to it the port mapping has been done successfully, and test the application whether it is running or not, okay? And you should see the student login form, first web page. दिख रहा है सबको क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is my web application which I have created, okay? But though it is not a full stack web application wherein you may see the database or everything like that, only it's one static page just indicating that, our application is running. So what we did basically, we created one image, okay? And we uploaded that image or pushed that image onto this registry, okay? We pulled that image and just we run that image, and that's how our application started running. So did you see yourself first installing a Nginx onto it, or rather I had created this image with the Ubuntu, and on top of that Nginx, and on top of that created this web page and everything together. So did you find yourself doing those setup, what you did to run this image? Yes.
Ma'am, just pulled the image and run that image.
Just like as if it is existing onto your system only, right? Hai na?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is what is the meaning of the containerization. So actually, for this, if I let's say stop this container, okay. So let me go back to this terminal. So how to stop any running container? So you need to write docker stop, okay, and you can pass on the ID or the name of image, but I always prefer giving the ID. It's small, and you can give some initial letter. So it will return you the ID of the container, and once again we can check. So now container is not running. So which means that if container is not running, so if I refresh this web application, it's unable to connect. You also try out at your end. Stop the container and see whether your application is still running or not.
No, ma'am, it has stopped.
It has completely stopped. So that is why, we say that all the data when the container is running will only be visible. The application will only be actively running when the container is running. And you can see we had returned back to the prompt. And if you would like to see at any time what were the containers, that we ran on our system, we can go by docker ps -a. So it will show us the status, how many, the time that it has created ago, then when it has exited. Okay. So meanwhile, students, what I'd suggest you try out the commands. Okay. The basic command that we have did here. Okay. Like pulling the image, showing the image onto the system. Okay. And running the image. So you note down all those command that you had, seen meanwhile. Okay. जितना भी अभी हमने यहाँ तक ये जितने भी कमांड किया है, आप कोई और दूसरा इमेज डाउनलोड करो. ठीक है. अभी आपके लिए मैं क्या टास्क देती हूँ. You download one Ubuntu image with the latest tag. Okay, you check that image whether it has got into your system or not, and run that image and get its bash access and open a new terminal and see whether you are able to see that image running onto your system or not. Okay, इतना करो आप लोग. मैं इसको थोड़ा सा मिनिमाइज करती हूँ ताकि आपको सब कुछ एक साथ दिखाई दे और आप पूरा ये ट्राई कर पाओ. ठीक है. कहाँ से करना है आपको? From here. Pull one Ubuntu image, okay, verify it, run it, and note down its container ID, okay, and try to stop it, and also try to remove it. So to remove the any containers, okay, which we had stopped, we can write the command docker rm followed by the container id. Okay, so suppose ये मेरा well से image है, ये मुझे अभी नहीं चाहिए, तो I would write like this. Okay, and if I go back and see it again, okay, docker ps minus docker ps -a. So entry of that Velse image should be disappeared. Actually मेरे पास दो Velse image है, एक अभी जो मैंने cow से student से run किया, तो वो delete हो गया. So likewise I may go on removing the multiple images. तो वो कैसे करेंगे हम लोग? So I may write rm, or I may give the different IDs, or I may delete all of them in one single go like this. I can write docker ps -aq. ओके, तो इससे क्या हो जाएगा, मेरे सिस्टम में जितने भी कंटेनर्स है वो सारे के सारे चले जाएंगे. ठीक है. तो ये रन नहीं करती हूँ मैं अभी, आप रन करके ट्राई करके देखोगे. आ रहा है समझ में आपको? यस और नो? यस और
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Okay, so I'll open both the things together for you to go through, and I'm getting some urgent calls, so I'll be back in few minutes. Meanwhile, you just try out pulling this Ubuntu wala image and checking whether the image has been downloaded or not, and running that image in interactive mode, and also finding its ID. Okay, and try removing some of the containers from your system and see whether it is getting removed or not. Okay, so I have to move from here, so I'll be coming back within 5 minutes. ये क्या हो गया? Yeah, sorry, because of some internet connection problem, मैं थोड़े देर के लिए ये हो गई disconnect. But now I'm going on mute. You try completing this part, and when I'll come back, I would like to see whether you are successfully able to do it or not. I hope you can see both my screen, और नहीं, अभी तो मैंने वापस join किया ना. Wait. Yes, can you see both the screen, terminal वाला and अपना manual screen? Yes, students, Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm leaving this here open and going on mute for only Okay, so I hope you tried pulling Ubuntu image.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it working for you?
Yes, ma'am. The bash is working.
Okay, so now what we will going to do is we're going to create one of our own image. Okay, what you did is you downloaded somebody else's image. Okay, and you saw how it is working. You ran it as a container. Now it's time to create one of our own image and upload it. Okay, so we will going to create an image. Okay, which will going to contain the Ubuntu operating system in it. Okay, and on top of that we're going to create a one web application, or we're going to install a web server in it, which is a kind of an Apache web server, and then we're going to write one HTML page or web application like the one you have seen. Okay, so how to do that? So first step is to as I said, you have to get this Ubuntu image. So you might have pulled the Ubuntu image onto your system. Okay, so let me just delete this and clear everything and see whether I also have it or not. So after doing Docker images, you might have seen that the Ubuntu is present onto your system. Everybody sees Ubuntu onto their system after pulling it. Yes or no? आपको दिख रहा है आपके सिस्टम में Ubuntu का image?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Okay. So now what we will do is we will first going to run this Ubuntu image and get its bash access. Why? Because on top of Ubuntu, we will going to install the Apache. Okay. So now let us assume that I had pulled this image just like how you pulled, and now I will be running this image. So how to run this image? The same command as that of here you're seeing. So I'm quickly copying it for us to see this demonstration of how to create. Okay, so here IT means running interactively. Okay, if you want the command execution, whatever you are going to do should run into the background or should not be seen. So you can run it with ITD also. Okay, in some other example I will show you. Let us not do it here. Okay, so here with this, what you got a container running into its ID. Okay, you when you see this root at the rate ID, it means that you have got a bash access into the container, and this is not the bash of our system. Okay, so if you compare both, you would find that this is our localhost machine. Okay, and it is its bash, whereas this is the container's bash. Okay, so if you check being onto another terminal, we are really logged into the Ubuntu, so you can see that the Ubuntu latest is being running. The command is bash, and this is just we have run it 32 seconds ago. Okay, and see here it has not assigned again any name. So we can of course assign a name to a container. So later on we'll see how to assign a name to a container. First, let us try to understand how to create an image of our own. Okay, so now this is for the first time that I had going to perform adding any layers onto Ubuntu. Okay, any first image layer onto my Ubuntu, that is going to be the Apache. So but even before that, we should try to update the Ubuntu repository. So fire this app update command. Okay, so this is basically being inside my container. So if you see this 47D, okay, and if you see the ID here 47DE, they both are same. So basically I have started my container, and now inside my running container, okay, here I'm adding my layers, okay, by running all those commands. So first layer that I added is app update. Okay, what it does, it updates our Ubuntu repository. Now next, what are we going to do is we're going to install Apache in it. Okay, I hope you're getting the steps, students, what I did in these two steps. Yes, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now to install Apache inside this running container, we will make use of command app install Apache 2. Okay. And here you also notice that when we install, it asks us for the additional input to continue. When we say yes, it start installing the Apache in it. So basically what we did till now, we took one base image as Ubuntu, which is the latest tag. Okay, we executed it and inside that we updated our repository, and now we are, the third part what we are doing is we are creating an Apache server in it. Okay, so once we are done with this, so we will get an Apache, what you can say, the root folder wherein we can create our web application. Okay, so basically this where www will going to host our web application, just like how we used to host it inside Tomcat web apps. Okay, the same way we will going to create a web application inside this path. Okay, and we will going to see after creating this web application, we're going to launch our application or run our application. So step by step we will go. So just let this installation get complete. So here it will ask you for, sorry, it will ask you for some input. You can just see from the list and provide. So अभी इतना देखने के लिए time नहीं है. I'm just giving some random input. It asks for country, region and all. So here you can see our installation is done. So if you want to verify the installation, whether it has been done successfully or not, so you can of course, check with the Apache version or directly verify whether you are able to go into this directory location or not. Okay, so if I paste this, okay, I should be navigated to this directory location, which is otherwise not created if we do not have Apache with us. So this doesn't will get an error that this location is not found. Okay, so now what is present? Okay, why I am typing here? What is present here is one index.html file. Okay, so now first let us see what this index.html file is looking like. So first let us start the Apache service and see onto our system, like what is the content of this index.html. Okay, so instead of restart, let me type start. Okay, so server is running. You can of course even check the status. Okay, so status is running. So by default, we know it is running on to port 8080. Okay, so just visit this port. Okay, so it is not showing up anything now. Just let me try once again. Okay, so what we will do now is we will going to create one of our own application and we will going to launch it onto this URL. Okay, so basically first we were going to create one backup file of this index.html. Okay, so here what we will do, we will just move all the content of the original HTML file to this, or even before, if we would like to, we wanted to see what is the content, then we can just go with the cat index.html. So this is older content. Okay, basically it shows the Apache web page that we used to see for the Tomcat. Okay, so let us ignore this part. Okay, so I'll clear everything. Okay, so ls index.html, and now creating one index.backup, and now we are ready to put our own content of HTML inside this what you can say, newly created file. Okay, index.html, all of its content has been created as a backup inside this. So we will going to create one nano index.html file and we will going to add our own web app content. Okay, so when you do so, so you may say, see this error nano command not found, because it is somebody's else, other Ubuntu image which we are using. So it may not have nano default installed. So we can install it by writing this command. I hope you are getting it, student, the sequence of operations or the commands that we are doing. Yes, any doubt till here? Any doubt from here to here, this step? Yes. Yes, students, please respond.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so now just to show the same login page which I had taken from this URL. Okay, so we'll also try to create the same web app over there. So I'll just going to take this and put it inside my index.html. Okay, and save it. So how to save? File in nano control X and then say yes, and the file gets saved. Now what is the next step? Next step is to simply, if you want, you can check the content or restart the server. We'll see whether the server is still running or not. So it is running, the server is running. What we can do, we can just go into our browser. What is wrong here? Maybe I stopped my previous container or not. Just let me check. Or whether this container is running. This container is running. Okay, so let me do one more thing. Okay, what I will do, I will launch my, because see, we are not in our what is the problem, why it is not showing up? Because we are not into our local host, we are into the container. So we have to attach, run this Apache service command being inside the container. So to run any command being inside the container, we have to write like this. Okay, so I'll just do it once again. Okay, so what this command, docker execute it and then the ID of my running container. So I can see my ID here is 47D. Okay, and so I will first change this to 47D. Okay, and service Apache to restart. Okay, or let's say if it starts or not. Oh, sorry, not to be done from here, because we are already in container. So we have to write it here. Okay, so restarting Apache. Okay, so now what we will do, we'll try refreshing this page again. Okay, it's still not running. I think I'm missing on to some step. So let me stop this container, or rather, what we will do. So at this step, what we did is we created this index.html file. Okay, so let us save this image. Okay, so because at this point of time, what we have to do is, once the image has been created, so this is the last step in image that is being getting created. So we need to commit this image so that we can run it like a container. Okay, so because we are already in a base container, that is in the Ubuntu container, okay, that we had started from running here. So what we are doing, basically we are creating one image out of the running container. So this was our running container wherein we created one more layer into it, that is app update and install Apache 2, and we created index.html file in it. We installed even the nano editor on it. Okay, and now we are going to commit this container, and then we will going to see running this container all together with Ubuntu, Apache, everything together with our application. So how to commit this or how to save this container? So I would going to write like this. Okay, the command docker commit. Okay, which will going to save the content of this container with all index.html and everything together. So what is my container ID? As we have seen earlier, it was 4CD. Okay, and now what is the name? of my container that I would like to give. So just like how you have seen onto our Docker Hub, that there's a name assigned to this container or to this image. So I may choose some other name, not this one. So let me say Dockerized Web App, that is version 2. Okay, so that is the name of my what you can say image, and I will also put a tag to it, v2. Okay, so sorry, again I'm running at the wrong place. This is not the terminal where I should run, because here my container is still running. Okay, so here I need to write this command. Okay, commit. So basically it will going to create an image out of this running container. Okay, so let me also come out of this container. Okay, so how to come out of the container? We can type exit. Okay, and we are out of the container. Okay, and here we can type the command in the next container to commit the image. I hope you have got this command, how to commit the image. Yes, is this understood, the commit command? Yes or no?
Ma'am, where do we have to run this commit command? In the container or in the virtual machine?
Okay, in virtual machine. See, whenever we are inside the container ना, जहाँ पे भी root @container ID है, तो उसके अंदर कोई भी docker command नहीं चलेगा. तो अगर हम कभी-कभी होता है गलती से लिख देते हैं, तो वो वर्कआउट नहीं होगा. तो ये कहाँ चलेगा? हमारा सेकंड टर्मिनल जो है हमारा लोकल मशीन का टर्मिनल है, वहाँ पे चलेगा. ठीक है, तो नाउ विल हैव टू सी ये इमेज आया है क्या नहीं अपने पास. ठीक है, तो अभी आप देखो यहाँ पे वर्जन v2 इमेज दिख रहा है आपको. यस और नो? Yes, can you see this image? Are you able to see this image, student? Version v2 image that we committed just now from the running container.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, तो ये कंटेनर अभी हमने क्या किया, मैं आपको फिर से स्टेप रिवाइज करती हूँ. इसमें हमने सबसे पहले उबंटू बेस इमेज पहले पुल किया. ठीक है, उसको पुल करने के बाद उसको मॉडिफाई किया. मतलब कैसे, अभी हम खुद का इमेज कैसे बनाएंगे, पहले एक बेस इमेज ऐड करेंगे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का, फिर उसके बैच का एक्सेस लेके, उसके बैच का एक्सेस लेने से क्या होगा, वो कंटेनर अभी चालू है, रन है, बिकॉज यू हैड अप्लाइड डॉकर रन इनटू इट. ओके, तो बैच का एक्सेस लेने के बाद आप उसके अंदर लेयर्स ऐड करते जा रहे हो ऑन टॉप ऑफ योर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के. उसमें ऐप अपडेट होना चाहिए, अपाचे इंस्टॉल होके ये फोल्डर डायरेक्टरी स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट होना चाहिए, फिर उसके बाद में ये index.html का कंटेंट ऐड होना चाहिए, नैनो इंस्टॉल होना चाहिए. ये सब आपने कर दिया. अब आप क्या कर रहे हो, कंटेनर को कमिट कर रहे हो. कमिट करना मतलब कैसे, जैसे एक फाइल ओपन करके उसके अंदर प्रोग्राम लिख के सेव करते हैं, वैसे हमने कमिट किया. तो वो क्या हो गया, एज ए पैसिव एंटिटी क्रिएट हो गया इधर. ठीक है, तो अब क्या करना है, हमको देखना है कि जो कंटेनर हमने और जो इमेज हमने बनाया है, right, whether it is working as per its configuration or not. Okay, so how to do that? Run the image. Okay, now this time when we will run the image, we will going to associate some name to it rather than docker assigning some fancy name to it. Okay, तो वो कैसे करेंगे हम लोग, अगेन वी विल राइट द कमांड डॉकर रन एंड दिस टाइम वी विल यूज ITD ऑप्शन, बिकॉज आपने देखा कि जब हमने IT वाला ऑप्शन यूज किया था, तो डिड यू नोटिस दैट वी गॉट लाइक अ स्टक ऑन टू अवर टर्मिनल. वो याद है आपको? यस और नो?
यस मैम.
तो ये अभी उससे नहीं होगा. अभी ये क्या करेंगे हम लोग, यहाँ पे पहले तो अवॉइड द डॉकर गिविंग द फैंसी नेम लाइक समथिंग लाइक दिस. ओके, तो अभी यहाँ पे हम लोग नेम देना है, तो क्या करना है, रन करने से पहले हमने -ITD ऑप्शन मेंशन किया, पोर्ट मैपिंग कर दिया. सो दिस टाइम आई एम विलिंग टू रन माय दिस वेब एप्लीकेशन इन पोर्ट 8888. ओके, एंड नेम आई एम गोइंग टू गिव इज माय वेब ऐप. ओके, तो ये क्या करेगा, मेरे इमेज रनिंग कंटेनर को एक नेम असाइन करेगा. ठीक है, एंड व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ माय कंटेनर, सो दैट इज दिस. ओके, कंप्लीट वर्जन 2 वाला डॉकराइज्ड वेब ऐप वर्जन 2. ठीक है, I'll copy this, paste this here. Okay, and we'll say run. ठीक है, so it will first what happens is, कहाँ पर है हम लोग, is not found.
Actually we forgot to put :v2.
Very good, so you are paying attention, very good. ठीक है, अभी क्या हो रहा है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नेम माय, अच्छा मैंने इसके पहले भी ये यूज किया है माय वेब ऐप, तो अभी मैं इसको क्या नाम दे दूं, जस्ट वेब ऐप. ठीक है, ओके, और आर वेब ऐप. ठीक है, ठीक है, तो ये what it has written one hash to us, okay, simply because of ITD, okay. तो अभी क्या होगा, हम लोग इसको docker ps करके चेक करेंगे. तो अभी हम लोग कंटेनर के like we are not into root @container id, we are outside, but still we can see that container is running, okay. And you can also see the port has been mapped and the name also being changed, okay. Fancy name नहीं आया है अभी, some meaningful name has been assigned. So I'm just going to refresh this page, but with the IP and port as 88. Okay. Connection was reset. What is going wrong with this? Wait. Port has been mapped and it is also running. Maybe let me try this, because sometimes we randomly choose some port and if it is not allowed, then we end up in problem. Just give me some time to fix it. Let me identify what went wrong. Okay, so let us restart it. Being in, हाँ, तो अभी हमने ये step नहीं किया बराबर. तो हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे? What we did, we run the container, okay, and container is running. So container is running, but service is not running, okay. So we have to, and we ran it in a detached mode. So basically this D means what, कि अभी हमको इसको detached mode में run करना है और उसके अंदर हमको वापस से ये Apache service चालू करनी है. तो ये आईडी कहाँ से मिलेगा? ये पुराना कंटेनर का आईडी है, ये मैं चेंज करके हमारा कंटेनर का आईडी पास ऑन करती हूँ यहाँ पे. So my container ID is 300. If you can see initial ID, ठीक है, 300 यहाँ पे ये वाला. And let us say restart. Okay, restarting, or whether I should also check the status. It is showing running or not. So it is running now. Hopefully this time it should refresh. Yes, so we got it. So I hope you understood this part.
Yeah, ma'am, actually I did not get the last step.
अच्छा, मैं वापस एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. क्या किया हमने, रन के बाद से नहीं समझा होगा.
Yes, ma'am, we run the image and then this last step again we restarted this Apache server. I did not get that step.
हाँ ठीक है. अभी देखो, नॉर्मली क्या होता है, वेब एप्लीकेशन जब हम क्रिएट करते हैं, ठीक है, तो सर्वर इंस्टॉल करते हैं, तो सर्वर चालू भी होना चाहिए, रन होना चाहिए, है ना. फिर रनिंग कंटेनर में हमारा जो है सर्वर भी रनिंग होना चाहिए. तो उसके लिए क्या है कि हमने अभी दिस टाइम वी यूज दिस ITD कमांड, एंड इनफैक्ट यू हैव सीन with IT we get stuck over there, so we do not get the command prompt of the container. So what we did, we made this container to run in the like background with this ITD, okay, and we after checking it, you know, with the PS command we got to know it is running in the background, okay. And what we have to do is, until and unless वो running container का Apache सर्विस स्टार्ट नहीं होगा तो वेब ऐप चलेगा नहीं. बराबर है, इतना एग्री करते हो? यस.
Yes, ma'am.
तो हमने क्या किया, we, you know, here we ran into detached mode. Now we are attaching it again with the help of command, okay. So we wanted to run this service Apache to restart wala command, but we ran the container already in detached mode, because of which we do not have the container running and showing in a foreground. It has run, or it has started running into the background. तो यहाँ से हमको वो समझ में आ रहा है कि वो background में चल रहा है, ठीक है. It is up, okay, and it is up. Your status is also shown. तो what we need to do कि container से attach करना है खुद को, I mean our host, and it has to, you know, run this command so that it can start the Apache service of that container, okay. तो ये क्या हो गया हमारा, हमने पूरा का पूरा इमेज जो क्रिएट करके उसको डॉकराइज कंटेनराइज कर दिया है, ठीक है. बट व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वेरेवर विल नीड टू डिप्लॉय, सपोज अभी ये इमेज मैं आपको देती हूँ डिप्लॉय करने के लिए, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू you know, make sure that on your system you are running this Apache restart or Apache service is running, okay, basically of that container. So because now it is into like a deployed mode, so in deployed mode what we have to do is run the container and launch the service in it, Apache service in it. So if Apache service is running, then only the application which is containerized into this image will going to get appear onto your local host. And what we did, we tied our container port 80 to our local host 8888, okay. and that we were not getting it earlier. Why? Because we forgot to run this command which would going to launch this Apache service. Getting this point?
So ma'am, it's basically like when we first run the image, after that we need to attach our host Apache server to that container.
Yes, exactly. So which we are already
Okay, ma'am.
taking care. मतलब वो हम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, जब आपने लिखा ना आपने -p8 ये हमने किया है, बट क्या है कि वेब एप्लीकेशन को रन होने के लिए, ठीक है, कंटेनर का अपाचे सर्विस चालू होना चाहिए। तो कंटेनर कौन सा है? ये 300 है। कहाँ पर है वो? यहाँ पे। कहाँ गया? इधर है, ठीक है, ये है हमारा कंटेनर, ठीक है। कंटेनर चालू है, ठीक है, बट उसके अंदर का वेब सर्विस नहीं चल रहा है। समझ में आया तुमको? क्योंकि देखो
Yes,
हमने
ma'am, now
जो,
got it.
हाँ, क्योंकि देखो हमने जो कमांड कमिट किया ना, तो कमिट करने से पहले हमारा लास्ट स्टेप क्या था? Our last step was to just create this nano-index.html file, and after that we committed it. तो अभी भले से आप वहाँ पे सर्विस रीस्टार्ट करके बोलोगे तो वो चलेगा क्या? उसका मीनिंग ही नहीं होता है ना। वो तो हमने टेस्ट करने के लिए देखा था कि सर्विस चल रहा है, हाँ चल रहा है, ठीक है, बट लेकिन उसका मीनिंग नहीं आएगा ना, क्योंकि ये कैसा है, ये सर्विस फिर से रीलॉन्च होना है। जहाँ पे भी ये एप्लीकेशन डिप्लॉय होगा वहाँ पे ये सर्विस वापस से चालू करना पड़ेगा अपने को, ठीक है? आया
Yes,
समझ में?
ma'am, got it.
गॉट इट। तो अभी क्या करेंगे हम लोग, कंटेनर चालू है, अभी भी देख सकते हैं उसको, चालू है क्योंकि वेब अपना एप्लीकेशन चल रहा है। अभी मैं इसको स्टॉप कर देती हूँ, ठीक है। तो क्या हो जाएगा, दिखेगा क्या मुझे? वेब ऐप दिखना चाहिए कि नहीं दिखना चाहिए? बताओ मुझे, यस और नो, वेदर इट शुड बी सीन और नॉट।
हम स्टॉप करोगे तब आप?
हाँ, दिखेगा वेब एप्लीकेशन?
दिखना चाहिए मैम शायद।
तो अगर हमको ये कमांड रन करने के बाद आईडी रिटर्न होता है, फिर हम लोग जाके रिफ्रेश करेंगे तो हमारा एप्लीकेशन क्लोज हो गया है। आया समझ में? तो जब तक आपका कंटेनर लाइव है उसका डेटा आपको एक्सेस रहेगा, ठीक है। तो लेट अस नाउ पुश दिस इमेज, जो भी हमने वर्जन 2 वाला इमेज क्रिएट किया है, विल पुश दिस ऑन टू आवर डॉकर हब, ठीक है। तो उसके पहले आपको क्या करना है, गेट द लॉगिन, ठीक है। तो व्हेन यू टाइप डॉकर लॉगिन इट विल गोइंग टू फर्स्ट टाइम जब आप करते हो तो आपको यूजर नेम पासवर्ड पूछता है। अभी मैंने ऑलरेडी कर रखा है तो मुझे आ गया मैसेज लॉगिन सक्सीडेड। देन टाइप डॉकर पुश एंड दिस कंप्लीट इमेज, ठीक है, जो मुझे पुश करनी है अपने डॉकर हब में, अपने अकाउंट में, ओके, विद वर्जन 2, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे मैंने ये डाल दिया विद टैग नेम ऑल्सो, ठीक है। और आपको ये बहुत टैग का बार बार प्रॉब्लम आता है तो आप एक काम करो, इधर से देखते चेंज करके इसको मैं लेटेस्ट बना के डाल देती हूँ, ठीक है। क्या हो रहा है, टैग डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट, ठीक है, तो मैं इसको कुछ भी नहीं देती हूँ। यूजिंग डिफॉल्ट टैग द पुश रेफर्स टू रिपोजिटरी दिस। तो अभी इसको हम लोग रिपोजिटरी में जाके चेक करते हैं। आई थिंक इंटरनेट का कुछ प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, इतना स्लो क्यों है समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। So now it has started pushing. So since I had tagged this image, while committing it with the v2 tag, so that is why it was not accepting it. So I had to give v2, and now it is what it is doing. It is creating the layers. कौन से layers? कोई बताएगा मुझे? Yes. Which layers it is adding? जो भी यहाँ पे हमने किया ना, update, Apache 2, all those layers are getting now added into it. Okay. तो अभी यहाँ पे एक्चुअली एक प्रॉब्लम ये हुआ है कि मैंने शायद से कोई तो इमेज रीयूज किया है जो एनजिनिक्स वेब ऐप में हुआ है, वो उबंटू का ही होगा, या तो फिर मैंने दूसरा कोई इमेज अगर यूज किया है तो वो आपका नाम भी दिखाता है आपके बेस इमेज का, जो भी आपने ऑलरेडी यूज कर लिया है आपका इमेज क्रिएट करने के टाइम पे. So it sometimes you use it because rather than again pulling the different image, क्योंकि आपको याद है मैंने उबंटू इमेज पुल नहीं किया हुआ था और फिर मैंने उसको वापस से रीयूज किया है. ठीक है, तो लेट दिस टास्क गेट कंप्लीट. सो इट इज ऑफ अराउंड 144 MB और ये थोड़ा नेट भी आज स्लो है. तो once it is getting pushed onto our repository, then maybe we will be able to see the content of our image here. So though some of you are not able to install on your system this Docker, but please try to see once you had installed. I will share this lab manual to all and you follow this command and everything. Okay, only thing that you need to take care of कि कभी भी container is running. Okay, so what command we can give basically being inside container are those which are required to create the application. ठीक है, अभी container से related आपको देखना है कि container is working or running or not. Okay, and whether that exec command that I showed. Okay, so whatever command related to Docker basically you want to try, that you have to try outside the container. So outside the container try करने के लिए आपको क्या करना है, you just have to open one more terminal and try your command there. Okay, and you can be able to track or see what is the status, what is the or rather whether your container is running or not, and so on. Okay, it's taking little time, but अभी थोड़ा सी बाकी है. I hope it will get complete adding this first layer. So once this image get pushed, we will stop here, and in the next lab session we will going to create the image with the help of file. Okay, so at least you understood the workflow, how we have to do. Any doubt if you have, please ask me. Yes, students.
Understood, ma'am.
So now let us see if it has pushed the image or any problem that we are facing. So can you see this image getting pushed over here, updated in 6 minutes, version v2? Yes? Yes or no?
Sorry, ma'am. What?
हमने ये इमेज जो कमिट किया अभी उसको पुश कर दिया डॉकर हब पे. So we did docker login here. So when you do it for the first time, it will ask you for username and password. Okay, but for me it has not asked because I had already given login once. So now what I'm doing is I'm pushing. So with this command and with the tag associated to that image name, okay, I am pushing this image onto my repository. So you will get a message pushed. Okay, and here you will get the size of your image. Let me just also see where do we find size. I think here. So it has compressed it. Okay, though we saw that it was around 170 or something, 741. So it has compressed it and it has pushed it. So that's all for today. I wanted to take how to create the image from the script, but I know that अब ये बहुत हो गया है. तो at least आप लोग पहले इतना तो try करो. अभी next lab में हम लोग देख लेंगे ये. ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
So let me take the attendance and then you people can. First, so I will take E3 attendance, then we'll go with E3 students. Please, can you call out your numbers quickly? E3 students. Or should I mark you absent because you are attending since 1:30? Not interested in giving attendance?
51 present, ma'am.
52 present, ma'am.
53 present, ma'am.
54 present, ma'am.
55 present, ma'am. 56 present, ma'am.
57 present, ma'am. 58 present, ma'am.
9 present, ma'am.
60 present, ma'am.
61 present, ma'am.
Next.
63 present, ma'am.
64 present, ma'am.
65 present, ma'am.
66 present, ma'am.
67 present, ma'am.
69 present, ma'am.
70 present, ma'am.
71 and 72 not there. Should I submit the attendance, students? Swaroop, Utkarsh, Praveen, Siona, Sufyan not there.
Ma'am, roll number 50 present. I was having some mic issue, so I rejoined.
Okay. Now, E2 can call out numbers. I will note down in my handbook directly.
26 present, ma'am. 27 present, ma'am.
28 present, ma'am.
Next.
29 present, ma'am.
30 present, ma'am.
31 present, ma'am.
32 present, ma'am. 33 present, ma'am.
Next. Next.
35 present, ma'am.
36 present, ma'am.
37 present, ma'am.
38 present, ma'am.
39 present, ma'am.
40 present, ma'am.
41 present, ma'am.
42 present, ma'am.
44 present, ma'am.
45 present, ma'am.
46 present, ma'am.
Next. 47.
48 present, ma'am.
49 present, ma'am.
50 present, ma'am.
Okay, next we're going to start with E1 batch.
1 present, ma'am.
Next.
2 present, ma'am. 3 present, ma'am.
4 present, ma'am.
5 present, ma'am.
6 present, ma'am.
7 present.
8 present, ma'am.
9 present, ma'am.
10 present, ma'am.
11 present, ma'am.
12 present, ma'am.
And please don't leave. I have to say something at the end. Next.
13 present, ma'am. 14 present, ma'am. 15 present, ma'am.
16 present, ma'am. 18 present, ma'am.
19 present, ma'am.
20 present, ma'am.
21 present, ma'am.
22 present, ma'am.
23 present, ma'am.
24 present, ma'am.
25 present, ma'am.
Okay, so next lab when you will come, please see to it your Docker is installed and whatever command or practice that we did today of creating image, running image, pushing it onto Docker Hub, pulling image, everything is done from your end. And before joining, your lab document should be created, like your journal. So with this reference, which I will send you as a lab manual, इसको देख के you would going to complete the practical. And when I will ask you